Good morning, pilgrims. On stage 3 of the Via Francesca. Took the train back to the same spot where we took it back to the city yesterday. Had a great night's sleep. It was only the two of us at the Eichberg, so we had it all to ourselves. We had enough space just to spread out our legs, our gear, the whole 9 yards. This morning we had to wake up a little bit earlier just to make our way back here, take the 7 o'clock train. But before, we stopped at the bakery right across the street just for a little chocolate croissant. Today we have quite the day. It's not as flat as it was on day one. Today we have about 700 meters of elevation gain over like 3 climbs, but then we have quite the steep descent. We have to lose 1,000 meters. Yep, it's foggy, it's cool, just perfect for walking on the 3rd day on this incredible pilgrimage. Let's get it started. Just taking a little bit of a break on the first climb through the forest. Beautiful forest, you know, I love it out here. Such a big contrast between the cities and the forest. And what should we talk about today? I think today, maybe we should talk about accommodations on this Camino. As you guys know, the farther and farther away you get to Santiago, the support tends to drop, the number of pilgrims tend to drop. This is not a very popular trail or pilgrimage. It's starting to gain some traction. I think the Via Jacobi has more people passing by. And so far, I have stayed at a youth hostel, day 1. I stayed at a hotel. Day 2, yesterday, it was a proper albergue for only 2 people. Imagine that. It was only 20 francs, which is very inexpensive. So there are options to bring the cost down. And today, today I got something special for you. Today is gonna be like a agriturismo in a way, kind of like in Italy. It's a farmhouse, and there's gonna be a first for me ever. The bed is gonna be made out of hay. So really looking forward to that. There's a restaurant next door, the only place to have a bite to eat there. And it just so happens that today it is closed, but not a big deal. The guy that runs the farmhouse is gonna cook for us. He's gonna give us some sausages, I think. So all in all, it's gonna be a first for me, which is always great. By the way, did I mention it today? This vlog and this series is brought to you by friends of the Via Francesca, Switzerland. Thank you guys for having me here. I cannot believe this is the first time I have this type of treatment, and I like it. All right, I think we made it to the top of the first climb in this beautiful forest with the fog rolling in, seeing a few locals jogging. They're crazy. They should be sleeping right now. It's early. What time is it? 7:45. Look at that. All right. Andiamo. All right, made it to town. What's the name of this town?
Spiecher.
And we saw this bakery. We're on the hunt for some good coffee, like a cappuccino or so. And we came across this local, fully dressed in the traditional custom that they wear in the region, and he let me take a couple of pictures. No coffee here, but they told us that there's one coffee place not far down the road. All right, so we just had our mid-morning break where I enjoyed a cappuccino. We have walked already 6 kilometers. Today's gonna be, typical, maybe a little bit longer of a stage. And we grabbed some stuff for the road for lunch, just to take advantage of the fact that they had a little marker there. They had everything. They had all kinds of cheese and meats and sandwiches. you name it, and a bakery as well. So I decided to get an egg sandwich and an apple and a banana. For the roads, that will be, I don't know, somewhere down the line, we'll find the perfect spot to stop and enjoy it. Just, I was sitting there, and all the locals, the minute I started speaking English, they all turned their head to me. I'm used to it already, but it's always like a nice little moment because I'm pretty sure that not a lot of tourists go through the area. This is like the countryside, you might say. And we're in a new canton or province. We're gonna be going through a few along the way. All right, let's continue. Hey Meta, can you translate this sign for me?
The separation should not be eternal, but only as long as it pleases both parties. Both parties are free to reunite at any time.
Give me a brief description of what it says here on this sign.
The sign appears to be a historical marker or plaque that lists various events and renovations related to a church or building, including its founding, reformation, and restorations.
Hey Meta, what type of cows are these?
There are cows grazing on the grassy field.
Yes, but what type? What kind of cows?
Appear to be brown Swiss or possibly Simmental, based on their distinctive brown coats and white markings. You're likely to see brown Swiss or Simmental cattle, two of the country's main breeds, known for their distinctive coats and high-quality milk.
Today is Saturday and we have the weekend hikers out and about. We've been climbing, going up and down. Just as soon as we enter the villages we're leaving behind, we walk by a few wooden mills, and now that we have crossed over the second climb of the day, it's gonna get a little bit easier, a nice descent for a little bit before the final climb. I think it's time to enjoy some of my snacks or my lunch. It's almost noon already, so I think it's time. See, right now we're walking on the road for like the last hour or so. We were in the woods.
So in front of us we have the Rhine Valley. The Rhine is coming down from the right, flows down to the left, down there goes into the Lake of Constance. On the other side is Austria. If we go in this valley, We go up to the Eichberg Pass and down to Innsbruck and further on to Salzburg and Vienna. So the Austrian Camino de Santiago comes in here, and behind those mountains it joins the Swiss part of the Camino de Santiago. We are now at 1,100 meters, and it goes down nearly 1,000 meters to this city of Altstetten down here. That's the biggest city where we will do some shopping. As today is Saturday, tomorrow Sunday, everything is closed. So we have something to eat and to drink also tomorrow Sunday, where there is nothing available on the route.
Wow, man, progress report. It's almost 2 in the afternoon. The hat is out because, of course, it's getting extra sunny, which is not bad at all. We can see the town down below, and it's been quite the descent through some very gorgeous forest, very steep. But, that's how it goes out here. If you're not climbing, you're coming down. I can see the valley down below where we're going to be walking, so we're going to have a little bit of a breather there. From the town to the accommodation today, to the farmhouse where we're going to be staying. Really looking forward to that. It's like 5 kilometers. So I think we're probably going to be there anytime between 3 and 4 in the afternoon. Which should be nice because I don't think there's much to do once we arrive. Quick stop at Milo's, the the supermarket chain of choice here. Just to have my second cappuccino of the day. I have to change my ways once I make it into Italy, because you guys know Italians only have cappuccinos for breakfast. And then, of course, we have to buy some supplies because tomorrow there's really no support. So I got everything that I need for tomorrow. Today at the accommodation, it's a farm. They're gonna cook for us, and there's probably gonna be breakfast tomorrow morning. But we can't buy anything there for the road, so we bought it here. All right, guys, it is 4:30 in the afternoon, and we made it to the farm and the surprise of the day. For sure, this took me aback a little bit, but I think it should be fine. Let me go in and show you guys where I will be spending the night. It's a little bit dark. Let me close the door. Well, here we are. I guess this used to be an old barn, and this is where I'm gonna be sleeping. All the beds are just hay. We're gonna be sleeping on hay. This is my room all the way back here. I guess we got like 4 different areas where we can sleep. Look at that thing, man. This is a first for me, an exclusive. But we got plenty of blankets. We got pillows over here. I guess tonight it might get a little bit cold. And the idea is to throw a few blankets. This is like my private room. To throw a few blankets just to cover the hay. Then I can use my liner just to get in there. And then we have a few other blankets, in case it gets cold tonight. So yeah, I'm a little bit at a loss for words, but it's still pretty cool. Today we're gonna be having dinner at 5:30. This is like Chicoko time, I think, because the farmers, of course, they have to leave. But this is like a pretty cool place, massive. We got a few areas to rest. We got like a viewpoint where we can see the valley down below with great views. And yeah, let me take off all my gear, figure this out. Take a shower, wash my clothes, and then have dinner at 5:30. And then just after that, it's just resting here. I have to tell you, I have my doubts, but it's pretty comfortable. I think this is gonna work. There's a plan B upstairs. They have a room that says do not enter, and it has like 7 mattresses and 3 beds. And it looks like a storage unit. And I thought, you know what? If I lay in here and it's not working out, I'm just going to head over there. That would have been plan B. But you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to sleep here tonight. Look at all my gear. I'm going to charge everything, transfer all the footage, and call it a night. Yep. Let's go upstairs and have dinner because I'm starving. All right, guys, I guess this is it. We have dinner at 5:30 in the afternoon, which was a large sausage with a salad, wine, the whole 9 yards. And then the family showed up and sat down with us. They were speaking German, so I was just there like a fly on the wall. And as it turns out, the older guy, the owner of the farm, he just got elected to be the governor, you might say, of this province. So I was just sitting there with royalty. So there you go. Now you've seen pretty much the whole spectrum of all the places that I will be staying along the way. There's going to be a variation throughout. I think tomorrow I'm going to be staying at a hotel and it's going to be going back and forward. There's one more that I haven't shown you guys, and that's going to be, I think, probably like a week or so away from now, where I will be staying at Herman's house because he lives very close to this Camino. So we're gonna be shuttling back and forward for about 4 nights. So that will be interesting to say the least. So that's it. Day 3 on the Via di Francesca is now in the bag. Tomorrow we head out. It's gonna be a short day. There's no support, but we got our supplies at the supermarket. There's gonna be a great breakfast here. We're at a farm. So I'm really hoping that we get some eggs. We'll see. At least I got the café con leche secure. And the milk is coming from the cows. Of course, the ones here. All right. See you tomorrow then.